So the indictment that we all expected has finally come down. Donald Trump told his following public, and his public that doesn't think much of him, Thursday evening he's been indicted over the handling of classified documents after he was president. Now, Trump is facing 7 criminal counts in the federal case, reports say. Now, according to CBC Associated Press, Trump said Thursday he has been indicted on charges of mishandling classified documents at his Florida state, igniting a federal prosecution is arguably the most perilous of multiple legal threats against a former president as he seeks to reclaim the White House. Trump already faces a criminal case in New York that is due to go to trial in March of 2024. The corrupt Biden administration has formed my attorneys that have been indicted, seemingly over the boxes hoax, Trump wrote on his Truth Social platform. Several U.S. media outlets reported that Trump has been indicted on 7 counts related to his handling of the documents and, of course, obstruction of justice. Trump attorney James Trusty, quite a name there, told CNN the charges include at least 1 conspiracy and 1 related to the Espionage Act. Now, Trump wrote that he'd been summoned to appear at the federal courthouse of Miami on Tuesday, and in high caps he put in, "I am an innocent man," he wrote on Truth Social. Within 20 seconds of the announcement, Trump has been using the news to raise funds for his 2024 presidential campaign. Now, according to published reports, some 13,000 documents were seized last year. A spokesperson for special counsel Jack Smith, who was handling the investigation, declined to comment. Reuters could not immediately confirm what charges Trump is facing. The indictment remains under seal, and even Trump himself has not seen what it says. His legal team was notified about the 7 charges as part of a summons ordering Trump to be in court Tuesday in Miami, Trusty said. In a sworn statement to a federal court last year, an FBI agent said it was probable cause believed several crimes were committed, including obstruction and illegal retention of sensitive defense records. Now, in Canada, on the investigative program Fifth Estate, there was some question of several of the documents involved NATO and Canada secrets that are yet to be determined if the Canadian government will be seeking legal means to address this. Now, the U.S. Justice Department is investigating whether Trump mishandled classified documents he retained after leaving the White House in 2021. Investigators seized the 13,000 documents from his Mar-a-Lago estate in Palm Beach, Florida, nearly a year ago. 100 were marked as classified, even though one of Trump's lawyers had previously said all records with classified markings had been returned to the government. Now, Trump had previously defended his retention of documents, suggesting he declassified them while president. However, Trump has not provided evidence of this, and his attorneys have declined to make that argument in court filings. Now, very, very fluid situation. Now, this is the second time that Trump, the first former president in U.S. history to face criminal charges, has been indicted. In April, he pled not guilty to 34 felony counts of falsifying business records relating to hush money paid to porn star Stormy Daniels before the 2016 election in relation to their affair. Now, president from 2017 to 2021, Trump is the consensus Republican frontrunner in the race for that party's presidential nomination. Now, through the years, Trump has shown an uncanny ability to weather controversies that might torpedo other politicians. He describes himself as the victim of a politically motivated witch hunt and accuses the U.S. Justice Department of partisan bias. Now, as it stands today, according to Reuters' Ipsos poll, he's leading against the other candidates by a substantial margin. Now, Special Counsel Smith, appointed last year by U.S. Attorney General Merrick Garland, is also leading a second criminal investigation in efforts by Trump and his allies to overturn his 2020 election loss to Biden, a Democrat. Although Garland is a Biden appointee, special counsels appointed to investigate politically sensitive cases do their jobs to a degree of independence from Justice Department leadership. Now, in the current case, the JD examined whether Trump's unlawfully removed classified documents when he left office in January 2021. Part of the investigation has also looked at whether Trump or others sought to obstruct the government's investigation. The classified documents investigation was first referred to prosecutors in 2022 after the U.S. National Archives and Records Administration So the tracking Trump's legal woes, hush money to Stormy Daniels, Trump has been indicted. Classified documents found in Mar-a-Lago, Trump has been indicted. Trump's involvement in the January 6th riot, an investigation has been opened and a grand jury has been convened. And the 2020 election interference in Georgia, the investigation has been opened. Now, Trump handed over 15 boxes of records in January 2022, a year after leaving office, but federal officials came to believe he had not returned all the government documents he had taken. Now, the JD issued Trump a grand jury subpoena in May of last year, asking him to return any other records bearing classified markings, and top officials traveled to Mar-a-Lago to retrieve the materials. Trump's attorneys turned over 38 pages marked as classified to FBI and Justice Department officials and showed him a storage room in Mar-a-Lago, but he did not permit the agents to open any of the boxes. One of Trump's attorneys involved in searching Mar-a-Lago, Evan Corcoran, has since become a witness in the case. Corcoran drafted a document signed by another Trump lawyer, attested that all records with classified markings had been returned to the government, a claim later proven false after the FBI searched Trump's home. Now, Trump's lawyer tried to block the JD from accessing some of the records seized in Mar-a-Lago, claiming they were covered by the legal doctrine of executive privilege, which shields some White House communications from disclosure. A federal appeals court rejected that argument in December. Now, Trump is not the only top government official to draw scrutiny for retaining classified documents. Attorneys for Biden and for Trump's VP, Mike Pence, this year disclosed they were cooperating with the Justice Department after discovery that both men had retained classified records after leaving office. Biden as vice president under Obama, Pence as VP under Trump. Biden's documents, again, dated back to his tenure in the Senate and vice president. The Justice Department in June closed his investigation of Pence without filing any charges. Now, Trump's legal woes again are growing. Now, in May, a jury in federal court in Manhattan decided in a civil lawsuit he must pay $5 million US in damages for sexually abusing former Elle magazine columnist E. Jean Carroll and then defaming her by branding her liar. And shortly after, he made public comments about Carroll, and Carroll has basically sued him again. Now, the criminal investigation by a county prosecutor in Georgia related to his efforts in 2020 to change the election results, where he basically asked them to fine him votes. Now, Trump is currently in Bedminster, New Jersey. A person familiar with the situation who was not authorized to discuss it publicly said Trump's lawyers were contacted by prosecutors shortly before announcing his Truth Social platform that he'd been indicted. Now, as it stands right now, it's very fluid, and we don't think these are the end of the charges. With like us in the media, we basically believe there's enough pertinent information with the January 6th riots and the Georgia situation to lead to charges. As to how many charges and when do we be filed, we have yet to know. But majority of these court cases will come to a trial, possibly in next year and into the middle of next year, right before the election. I wouldn't be surprised. So, ladies and gentlemen, that's the latest on the new term we're using. They're not trumped up charges, they're Trump charges. Anyway, if you like what we're doing with our political podcast, let us know with a like, comment, subscribe, or share. The comment section for this podcast will be closed for obvious reasons. This is not a CBC message board, nor a Fox News message board. This is a reality message board. Put your comments someplace else, and if you propose to put comments on the other podcast here, you will be blocked and reported. We don't want any discussion because this is the facts, Jack, as it stands right now, and please do not believe in alternate facts. Thanks for listening. Bye.